Cubs in 5. Good, better, best. Never let it rest.
Good, better, best. Never let it rest.
Until your good is better.
Until your good is better.
And your better is the best.
Until your better is the best.
CHGO Cubs postgame show coming up next. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? It's the CHGO Cubs postgame show podcast. We are headed for Game 5 in the NLDS.
We did it.
Hi, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's
Hello,
worst
Milwaukee.
nightmare.
What are you doing Saturday night, Milwaukee?
Say that again. This is Milwaukee's worst nightmare. This is their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
They are shook beyond belief right now.
Happy Halloween.
Just eating cheese like crazy, just freaking out.
Don't knock that, but still, they should be scared.
I've had a lot of cake.
We've
had a lot of fun. We finally scored a lot of runs. 6-0 Cubs. We're going to have a lot of fun on the postgame show at the all-new CHGO Cubs YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a total stranger, and then tell that total stranger's neighbor. One more to go to complete the big comeback. 90 teams have been down 2-0 in a best-of-5, and only 10 have won the series. The Cubs could make it 11. In Milwaukee with their crappy escalators and all.
Yes.
Here we go.
And guys, how far have we come from our watch party to Old Crow on Monday night? I mean, we were all just down in the dumps, right? I mean, the crowd, we had Seiya's 3-run homer on Monday. After that, we had nothing to cheer for. It was very, very sad. It was very depressing. I got on the mic and I was like, listen, I'm trying to bring some optimism here. One game at a time. Win Wednesday, win Thursday, and then anything can happen into Game 5. And some people love that. Some people were making fun of me a little bit about, oh, yeah, you're a genius. But here we are. You took care of business one game at a time on Wednesday, one game at a time today. And I would argue that 95% of the pressure is now on Milwaukee. We're coming in there with our heads up, beating our chest a little bit. All the pressure is on them. Anything can happen into Game 5. I love our chances.
You roll the clocks
That's Justin
back.
Roman, by the way.
Yeah. That's Luke Stuckmeyer right there. And I could be Larry. I could be Steve. It doesn't really matter.
Or
at
Joey
this point.
Christopoulos.
I honestly don't care right now. Yeah, roll the clocks back. Chicago Cubs were about to play a game on Saturday. If you roll the clocks back about 7 days ago, a week ago, this series didn't start off exactly the way that we wanted to. And yeah, let's be fair and let's tip our cap to the Milwaukee Brewers. We got our ass kicked in the first 2 games of that series. But you know what we just did the last 2 games? We just kicked a little ass, especially tonight. And that is the most important part about this whole thing that's happening right now. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we all came in and we all did our previews of what we thought was going to happen in this series. And I was talking to Sarah, and I thought this was going to be a 12-round knockdown, drag-out fight with roller coaster pendulum swings and emotions. I did not think it was going to go like this. But guess what? The pendulum has just swung in the Chicago Cubs direction. And I will tell you another little secret right now. That was the 4th playoff game that the Chicago Cubs have now won in October. I will say this to you right now. That is tonight in this game. That is the 2025 Chicago Cubs playing, I feel like, that first October baseball game in this run right now. They've managed to eke out a couple of games here. They've had some bullpen saves. They've had back-to-back jacks. They've had just enough offense to get it done. But Luke, tonight tonight across the board, and we're going to cover it from Matthew Boyd to all the offense to everything. Tonight was the first night the 2025 Chicago Cubs, the team we've fallen in love with, the team that won 92 games, showed up in this game and kicked Milwaukee Brewer ass. And now all bets are off heading into Saturday in a 50-50 toss-up matchup in Milwaukee in Greg Bragg Stadium. I can't be more excited. I absolutely love this team. This chat is on fire right now, and I am on fire with this chat. Let's go, man. Best game they played all season long, and it happened in a must-have-it game.
You're right. They did show up, and that's Joey Christopoulos, by the way. Here's the deal. We said yesterday they have to somehow scrap and pull together, and it's going to have to be a total team win. It sounds cliche to get to Game 5 because there's almost nothing left of the pitching staff, right? Like,
yeah, we're on fumes.
The offense isn't clicking. Guys aren't seeing the ball well. They're not feeling good at the plate. The pitching staff's down a bunch of guys. They're going to have to pull together. And we said, someone like Matthew Boyd's going to have to step up. Check mark. Ian Happ's going to finally have to show up. Check mark, right? We're going to have to get Bush on check mark, right? Like you just went bang, 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 and then Palencia, and then Keller. I mean, bang, bang, bang.
King Tuck.
They all showed up. This was a total team win, and it is the team that you fell in love with early in the season. There they were, and they're back just in time. Well, I'll just say this. The vibes are immaculate.
They are immaculate vibes, and I really want to start this off and put a spotlight on Ian Happ because I don't think there's any Cub, maybe minus King Tuck, that has taken more heat from the Cubs fan base, okay? A lot of people wanted him benched. I will be fully transparent. I thought he should hit down in the order today because his career against Peralta was not very good.
3 for 35. And
PCA was a lot better, so I wanted them swapped out. Ian Happ set the tone for this game. I know Matthew Boyd was awesome, and we'll give him his props because they are due. But Ian Happ, with one swing of the bat, one beautiful swing of the bat, changed the trajectory of this entire series because now Wrigley is rocking. And, I mean, Ian Happ, the longest tenured Cub, I was so happy for him because, again, he takes a lot of heat, but he showed up big today and put this offense on his back. First inning, changed the entire series.
And what's so fun about this for Cubs fans and honestly us doing this show right now in the postgame is honestly this game is being served up on a silver platter for us because go up and down the Cubs lineup right now. Find me one person in the Cubs lineup tonight that didn't contribute. And you might want to toss in Carson Kelly, who, oh, by the way, possibly hit a 2-run bomb that might have nicked the foul pole that he couldn't Carlton Fisk inside the pole for a 2-run bomb. And then right after that might have beaten out a single for an infield hit. Look, every single person in the Cubs lineup tonight showed up and did something impactful. We can go down the list. Michael Busch hitting his 4th postseason home run. Nico Horner, couple hits in this game.
Your boy
King
Matt Shaw
Tuck going home. And look, man, look.
Your boy.
Look, here's the thing, right? Been giving Matt Shaw a hard time. I think if we want to talk about the Mo Baller conversation of getting him into the mix, I always thought Matt Shaw was the weakest of the bunch to sort of pick off, and he stayed in there because Craig Counsell trusts his defense.
Great defense.
And he stuck with them. Driving into work today, Justin, dude was 0 for 12 in the postseason. We've been applauding him getting some walks.
4 walks,
but
I
it's
believe.
like, man, when is he going to break off the schneid on that? And tonight, not only a walk, but a stolen base, a run scored, an RBI, 2 hits. Great defense at third base. While meanwhile, the Milwaukee Brewers, Caleb Durbin, had an issue at third base tonight on multiple occasions, at least 3 on my count. So when you're a rookie in the 9 holes getting the job done, you got your big boppers going yard like Tucker and Michael Busch. You got Nico Horner on base. PCA at least doing his job, right?
Sacrifice bunt,
getting a walk.
A good at bat with a walk there.
Doing what he's got to do. And then veterans like Ian Happ, the longest tenured Cub, hitting a 3-run bomb in the first inning. And man, Luke, did he need that hit? Did he need that hit to feel good about himself? There's plenty. When we talk about blame pie, what is this one? The compliment pie? The applaud pie? There's plenty to go around. Get a plate.
Pie.
Get a fork. The buffet line is open.
The redemption
pie. Everyone gets a slice tonight.
Because this will be known as the Cubs redemption game.
1000%.
But so will Game 3. It's been a bunch of guys that we've pooped on. It's true. Fans at some point have been mad at Tyone. He came through big time yesterday. right? People have been mad at Ian Happ. He came through today.
DFA Happ.
People were mad at Boyd is cooked. Boyd is washed. He came through today. One after another, the guys that have been kicked and been down came through. PCA in the last game, everybody was mad. He came through with the big hit. And so here we are, and we're going to Game 5. The Redeem team has washed away those. Do you remember sitting at Old Crow when I looked out and said, there it was, when rain washed away
The two people that were there.
108 years of tears. Luke. And rain washed it away,
Luke, let's run it back, though, right?
Against the Brewers.
That day off was one of the best things that could happen to the Chicago Cubs outside of obviously playing at Wrigley Field where they picked up 50 wins in the regular season this year. That day off was absolutely crucial because they were beaten, battered, bruised, and scarred. Shout out to the Metallica song. After 2 games playing in Greg Braggs Jr. Stadium, they needed that day off. What did the 2016 Cubs needed? They needed that rain delay. What did the Cubs need in August, Justin, after they lost that game 7-0 in that 5-game series? They needed that rain delay in that doubleheader, and then they came back resilient, ready to roll. We're seeing that Chicago Cubs team right now, and it feels damn good to say it.
And speaking of off days, tomorrow being an off day, that couldn't be better for us. Think about how we're feeling on that off day and on that bus ride to Milwaukee. And think about how the Brewers are feeling with tomorrow's off day and that ride back home with their tail between their legs. I mean, it's lined up perfect for us right now. Game 5 is going to be epic, and I'm telling you, the momentum, Joey, you said 50-50. I disagree. I think the momentum is completely in our favor. And, I mean...
Oh, I said the game, not the momentum. The game is a 50-50.
I put it even high. I think the Cubs... I said it from the very beginning. Get to a Game 5, the Cubs win this series. And, honestly, I truly believe they are going to win on Saturday.
Cub fan 1908 says, I miss the days of real sports journalists. This is not journalism. This is a podcast.
Hey, Debbie Downer. Jeez.
Come on, man.
When did I ever say
Have a little fun.
Let's shout out Marco real quick because he's one of our diehards. He comes to a lot of our events.
Oh, yeah. Marco was just there.
He says, what's up, fellas? Marco from Old Crow Watch Party. One more game.
Marco, one more. I saw Vince was also in here saying Sickos Unite.
Now, that's a diehard.
Yeah.
I mean, is it feasible that if we can advance to the next round, maybe we do another watch party? Why not?
Yeah.
I'll watch the Cubs anywhere, dude.
Hey,
I'm into it, man. Old Crow is amazing.
We got some Toyota Super Chats we should hit here before we go to a break.
Oh, wow, a lot.
Oh, Greg Baggs Jr.
Interesting.
$9.99.
Burner
Cubs
account?
in 5. Let me say it again. Cubs in 5. Braggs in the stands. Not the same guy. This is our guy. Who TF is that?
I think he's referring to Greg
I know
Braggs.
he is, yes. I'm going to guess it's Carm and Braggs. That's what I would guess. Matty Beard for $1.99, a Toyota Super Chat. This was exactly what the Cubs needed. 6-0 shutout. Now Braggs in the stands. See all the money he's already spending that he doesn't have yet, but he will. He says for a $20 Super Chat, all the pressure on the Brewers now. No doubt, Brewers fans must be furious. I'll take one more first-inning rally on Saturday. Honestly, I can't believe it. Still have my doubts, but I'm guessing so do some Brewers fans. See, Braggs was not a believer.
I'm feeling a reverse jinx coming from Braggs right now because I secretly know him as a sports fan. There's no way he can't still be betting on the Brewers, or at least thinking that
he was very
that
down
prognostication is going to work out.
He was very down on him. Rams T says, joke's on us. Apparently, when we were down 0-2, Craig had Milwaukee right where he wants them, but all in all, win or lose, it's been a special season. And, Greg Baggs Jr. is back for another one. Cubs hitters are hot now. Cubs in 5 at Greg Bragg's ballpark. Has a better ring to it than stadium, guys.
I like this Greg
ballpark,
Baggs
GBB.
Jr. I like the cut of his jib. I like him.
I mean, guys, we said at the very
out?
beginning, I want to say it again, this is Milwaukee's worst nightmare.
Yes.
This is, if you could draw up all the things that can go wrong for Milwaukee, this is it. I mean, it played out perfectly these past 2 games. They cannot be feeling too good right now.
Wow, what a turnaround.
Yes.
Really, baseball's crazy.
Baseball's great like that.
And you have to, I know, like, guys, I think the at-bats were much better in these 2 games than they were in the first 2 games. Like, you were much more patient. You got to give, there has to be some credit applied to Cubs fans.
1,000%.
Wrigley Field was a factor.
They
in these
showed
two
up
games.
and showed out.
Home field
100%.
advantage is a real thing. I'd argue that at Wrigley Field is even greater. Apparently, we don't have the audio on, but a lot of people were saying they were like Freddy. They were really on.
Yeah.
They were really on Peralta, and that clearly shook him because he wasn't great. He wasn't.
Who were your biggest stars? Who won this game for the Cubs? Tell us in the live YouTube chat. We'll get to some of those comments. We've got Jared Willis at the ballpark. He'll be joining us before the end of the podcast. We're going to have a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Chicago sports fans, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary with Bet365. Right now, new customers get up to $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5 win or lose. They got the football early payout. So here's the deal. If you pick a team that goes up by 17 points, there's an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. So download the app and use the code CHGO365 when you sign up. They got props, they got futures, they got same game parlays with the Bet365 early payout offer. You are a winner. Also, if your team goes ahead by 5 runs in any MLB playoff game when you sign up with CHGO365. So here's what you got to do. Playoff season is here. $200 in bonus bets is sitting out there for you. All you got to do is just go ahead and sign up right now. Place a bet for 10. Sign up, deposit $10, place a bet for $5. You get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. You must be 21 plus or older. If you or know someone has a gambling problem, crisis counseling, referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER in app only.
Let's get real for a second.
Woo!
The world has gone soft. Everybody gets a trophy just for showing up, and that's fine, soft, when you're talking about your favorite hoodie in the wintertime. Everything needs to be bubble wrapped, though. Soda used to have some kick. Now it's all about pretty colors and easy fizz. RC Cola is not a soft drink. It's just a damn good cola. Me and my RC. It's the original cola that doesn't fold under pressure. RC is the OG cola in a world of spineless soft drinks. No trends, no gimmicks, no glow up. RC hasn't changed its stripe since 1905 because it didn't need to. It's the same bold, crisp flavor it's always been. It tastes like a punch in the thirst. Do yourself a favor. Don't be soft. Grab yourself some RC at the local store. Stock up for some parties. RC's the move for whatever you're doing. 6-0 Cubs. Back-to-back
Say it
wins
again, Luke.
at Wrigley. 6-0 Cubs.
Okay.
Back-to-back wins at Wrigley. We're moving on to Game 5, which will be 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. We will do another live watch-along. We will do a post-game show. We have post-game sound coming from the clubhouse at Wrigley Field. Get to that in a second. First, Matthew Boyd, guys.
Oh, man.
A lot of people weren't sure because the last time the Cubs pitched him, it was on short rest. It was a disaster.
It was.
It was a disaster on three days rest. This time, fully rested, and we said, you got to go with your horse. You got to go with the guy that got you there. And I felt good about it. And he was nails. If the Cubs, let me put it this way, if the Cubs were indeed tipping pitches in those first 2 games, they weren't in these 2.
No
They weren't
tipping
in these
Pippen.
2.
No tipping Pippen today.
6-0. They've shut down that Brewers offense now. Shut them down. And Boyd was first half Boyd. He was all-star Boyd. And that was as good as Tyone was yesterday. Boyd was even better tonight. And because I was worried about what would happen after him, for him to go 4 2/3, that's like going 7.
Yeah, we talked
That's
about
like
it.
going 7 in the regular season.
Like our dream was, how far does he go? And we're like, how about, 4 innings, 1 run, 5 innings, 2. Well, he went almost 5 innings with 0 runs. You couldn't ask for a better start from Matthew Boyd. He looked amazing the first few innings. I mean, I know he got in a little trouble at the end there, but he was just what the doctor ordered. And honestly, right down the line, so was the bullpen. I mean,
Yes.
pitching wise, this game was flawless for the Chicago Cubs.
Shutout.
Yeah. And Carson Kelly, he caught a shutout. Catchers, you're a former catcher. They don't get a lot of credit these days, but Carson Kelly caught a shutout. So between the pitching staff, the bullpen, Kelly, it was the perfect pitching performance from the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're traumatized by that Milwaukee series, right? But there have been some great pitching performances overall by this Cubs staff in this playoff run thus far. When we're talking about Matthew Boyd, a couple things stick out, right? he got that confidence back. I saw him hitting 95 on the gun in the first inning, which I'm not saying that he hit it every single time the rest of the game, but I knew that he was geared up and ready to go. He was gassed up. So this whole mantra of, is he tired and all this stuff, he wasn't tired today. Because guess what? It was elimination. It was win or go home. Or your season's over, basically. What I also liked about Matthew Boyd a lot was fastball command was a little bit better. Changeup was fantastic. That is his out pitch, and it was dangerous today. And when Matthew Boyd is at his best, he will flip that first pitch curveball that just is about 7 or 8 miles per hour slower than that fastball that he sees, and every single hitter just has to spit on it and not like take a swing at it. He was able to do that. And my final point with Matthew Boyd is just so impressive. We talked about it. And, Luke, I don't want to take words out of your mouth, so I'm going to try and tee you up for this one. But my PSA for Matthew Boyd and Cubs fans is simple, is that this guy has been with you from the jump this season, has pitched fantastic. He was your all-star. And you just have to think about what Craig Counsell and the players in the locker room, the respect that they have for that guy. I understand that when he doesn't pitch well, you get upset. And you get worried, and you say to yourself, can we not use him? Can we not go to him? Should we lose trust in him? Should we not have faith in Matthew Boyd? I'm just promising you right now, the people in that locker room with the Chicago Cubs, they have full faith and belief in Matthew Boyd. He rewarded that faith today, and we talked about it last night. I was so happy to see a guy who gets his head kicked in 4 days ago, comes back out, faces down the demon, the nightmare, the monster that plagued him 4 days ago, and went out and slayed that dragon. That was so impressive. And Luke, man, what word comes to mind when you think about that start from Matthew Boyd tonight?
Adversity. That's the word that comes from me because he's faced it multiple times in his career.
Yes.
Right? Like, Tyone is that guy, too. Tyone's a guy that faced cancer, faced disappointment.
100%.
And wasn't crumbling under the pressure of season back to the wall. Oh, I have to pitch great yesterday. He was there. He was calm about it, right?
Yeah.
We talk about PCA having that, trying to have that.
He does not have
calm.
that.
Boyd had that horrible start on short rest last time. But you know what? He's a guy that thought his career was going to take off, and all of a sudden in his 30s, he's finally doing an all-star game. He wasn't even sure he was going to get to this point.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he found it, and it started coming back, and he believed, and you know where he wanted to be? Here.
Yeah.
This is where he wanted to be badly.
Because of his grandpa. Yeah.
Wanted to be here, is here, and was not deterred by one rare bad outing there or even a tough finish because
shake it off.
He's exhausted. He's not used to throwing this because of all the injuries. So for him to come out and dig deep and find that juice one more time to give you this outing, man, tip of the cap.
Yeah.
That's one where you think of great Cubs outings.
Legacy start.
It is. That is absolutely
100%.
a Matthew Boyd legacy start after what he's went through and the way he's been used this year, and just finding him and them bouncing back from Steele the way he picked up that torch and helped carry it through the regular season. He's been everything, and I'm really happy for him.
The word I will use is redemption because it was as bad as you could get on Saturday. And I know it wasn't all his fault, but it was a lot his fault. And the way he bounced back, Luke, you said it perfectly. I mean, you feel so good for the guy. You figure he wants it more than anybody. After he got rocked on Saturday, he's in the dugout just praying, give me one more chance. I want one more chance. So my word is redemption. Matthew Boyd, thank you so much. You gave us exactly what we needed. I also want to give props to Daniel Palencia. I think Palencia, don't forget, he comes out with guys at second and third with Churio up, right? Churio took him yard on Monday. Deep center. So, I know it was one pitch from Palencia in that inning, but it was a big pitch and got Churio to pop up. And that was a big deal because that would have made Matthew Boyd's line look a little different because those were his runners. So Palencia put out the fire and then gave you one more inning to just shrink the game that much more.
And that's what it is. Like when you talk about Cubs and Brewers, they face each other all the time, okay? So both teams are incredibly familiar with each other, so you have to shake it off. And with Matthew Boyd tonight, it was all about adjustments. What happened in that first outing against the Brewers? They jumped him early in the count, smacked 3 doubles in a row, and then Nico Horner had an awful play that you're never going to see him make ever again, and the whole thing caved in on him, and he couldn't make it through the first inning. What did Matthew Boyd do tonight? He made an adjustment. He went back to what made him great. And honestly, his stuff looked a little bit better, so he rose to the moment. So my thing with Cubs fans right now, heading into Saturday, is that I get it. This is a nerve-wracking, incredibly emotional series against one of your division rivals right now. But don't bail out on this team. No matter what happens on Saturday, understand that adjustments can be made in-game, and that's going to be one of the keys for the Chicago Cubs. These teams, they know each other way too well.
They do.
It's like, it's not the Spider-Man meme exactly, but man, they know each other's steps before it even happens. You saw Moises Ballesteros wearing a helmet in the dugout tonight just to create the specter that he could pinch hit, so Pat Murphy had to maybe think twice about how he was going to utilize his bullpen. This thing is a chess match. It is a boxing 12-round slugfest right now. I can't wait to see how it works out. I hope we come out on the other side victorious. But, man, this has just been incredibly wild, and the familiarity is creating these emotions and these adjustments that need to be made.
You mentioned Daniel Palencia, right? He comes in and he gets that one pitch, and shout out to Churio for swinging at the first pitch. We appreciate that.
Horrible at bat, but
everybody was worried if Palencia starts throwing balls that it was just going to unravel there.
A young player with a bad at bat? Never heard of that.
Thank you very much. We actually have sound from Daniel Palencia talking about Boyd and now getting ready for Game 5. This is Daniel Palencia in the Cubs clubhouse after a 6-0 win over the Brewers in Game 4.
I mean, it was crazy. We were ready for this, and thanks to God we got the win tonight. And I mean, just excited to go to the Milwaukee and play baseball.
Did you kind of know that was going to be your pocket after Yelich there? 2 times with the order?
Kind of, yeah, because I saw Shota of Righty versus Righty. Like, yeah, I was ready mentally, and thanks to God everything goes well. And you know, like I said, I'm just ready to play baseball.
There was a shot of Boyd right after you got that blast out in the 5th inning. There was a great shot of him just celebrating the dugout. Just what has Boyd meant, and just the fact that he would be so kind of fired up for you there?
I mean, that's great. Like, he's been great all year. He's been awesome with me. Like, he always giving me advice. Like, the last summer I gave up, he talked to me like, bro, I'm gonna need you. And right now, it feels good being there for him. Like I told him, I got you back anytime. So right now, it feels good. Like, everybody is making his job, and right now, and you know, that's it.
Man, I don't know if everybody thought this was happening, but here we are. We're going back to Game 5. Palencia, that's another guy redeeming himself after what happened at the end of the season. And geez, he leaves with that injury, and I'm thinking he's not even pitching again this season, let alone in the postseason. I will add this to your redemption. Resilient redemption. This team has been resilient all season long, and that's what this has been, getting back little bit by little bit, chipping away at the Brewers to get back and not letting it just collapse completely, right? And it could have been very easily just collapsed like the Bears season did last year after the Hail Mary against Washington. It didn't. It wasn't over. And Palencia has also talked about that in the clubhouse, about the Cubs being resilient and bouncing back.
You were done, after going down 2-0 did you ever feel like this might be it?
No, never. Like, we are here to play baseball. We fight. We have a great team. That's baseball. Sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up, and that's it. You have to fight with that and just go through.
Do you feel like you guys have the momentum now?
Yeah, we have good chemistry right now, and like I said, we are ready to play baseball.
Daniel, what's it been like pitching here? It's been very loud these past 2 weeks.
It's been great. Really, it's awesome. All the fan base, it's been amazing having that support. It's just great. Nothing like here.
What kind of atmosphere do you expect Saturday night back in Milwaukee?
It's gonna be awesome. They have a great team, but we got it too. So, like I say again, we are ready to play baseball.
I'm ready to watch you play baseball.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready to watch you play baseball on Saturday.
Hashtag we are good.
I'm ready.
Again.
We are very good.
It should be hashtag we are good again.
Again.
We got more coming up on the post-game show here. Shout out to everybody that's in the live YouTube chat. We see over 600 of you right now. We're going to keep on adding. We will have another live watch-along for Game 5 on Saturday.
The big one.
At 6:30.
The big one.
And then we will have the post-game show after we fly the W.
Yes.
At Greg Bragg's ballpark.
Oh, my God.
Just north of the border. But first, a word from our sponsors. Hey, Cubs fans. Toyota has 25 vehicles available with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive right now. The RAV4 has legendary versatility. The Grand Highlander's adult-sized third row is for real. And Tacoma's wild side comes standard. From job sites to campsites and game nights, there's an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive Toyota to get you there in style. Find yours at Toyota.com or visit your Chicagoland Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. What a time it is to be a CHGO diehard right now.
Right now.
Bears looking to take down Washington, payback for the one they lost last year. Our diehard deal is spectacular right now. $36 for the year on a first-time sign-up. That's incredible. Gives you all the perks. But if you upgrade to $59 a year, also incredible, you can get the branded Bills limited edition CHGO Die Hard cap while supplies last. And they are going fast. Don't miss out. CHGO Die Hard.
And I want to send a message out there to all those coaches. Hey, listen up, coaches. If you're looking for more athletes to train, Eye on the Ball is where you need to be. The company built by CHGO Diehards, so you know that we already love them. They make it simple. You create your profile, upload your background check, and boom, you're in the game. They have a new promo right now. You can get up to 6 months free, or it can be $50 a month or $500 for the whole year. Athletes of all ages and all sports can find you directly. Here's the best part. Eye on the Ball doesn't mess with your schedule, your payments, or your business. You are in full control. All Eye on the Ball does is just connect you with athletes who are already out there looking for a coach like you. So if you're ready to grow your coaching business and reach more athletes, go check it out right now. EyeOnTheBall.net, the company built by CHGO Diehards. Remember, that's EyeOnTheBall.net. Don't wait, because the athletes, they're already out there, folks, and they're looking for you.
We are going to Game 5.
Yeah,
Takes all against the Brewers.
We're coming, Milwaukee. We're coming for you.
Oh, boy.
What did you say? It's their worst nightmare.
This is Milwaukee's worst nightmare. I'll keep saying it because it's fun to say. It rolls off the lips. This is Milwaukee's worst nightmare. You know they were up 2-0, feeling themselves a little bit. The Miz is doing all the sideline dances. And then, okay, we lost. Oh, their ace was pitching. They brought their closer in, some other good pitchers. They needed this game, and they didn't get it. This is their worst nightmare.
Right underneath that is being told that they're lactose intolerant. Right underneath that.
They don't know what that means.
It's their worst nightmare.
They don't know what that
Pretty
means.
close.
They wanted no part of the Cubs. Even during the regular season, when they were playing well, Brewers fans that I talked to, some that I knew, were like, yeah, but I don't want to face the Cubs when it's all... Because they're going to cool off, and they have cooled off, and they're back to reality. Still the best record in baseball. Still the number one seed. Still the division champs. Credit to them. But if they lose this series, the questions are going to be epic in the offseason.
If they lose the series, it's a collapse.
Another one, but
Yes.
this will be the biggest of their biggest.
Yes.
And, you know, they've been celebrating hard and probably deserved to after the first two games, but the series wasn't over.
No.
And it's not over. And we're going back for 5, and even Jerry Reinsdorf's apparently cheering for the Brewers. Well, great, Jerry.
You know who's cheering for the CHGO Cubs podcast right now? And the Cubs, Papa Hogue in the chat right now. Very famously, his son, White
Oops,
Sox
wrong
fan.
show.
No, stay a while. It's okay. We won't tell anybody.
I was
Hey,
told.
we want a little rally cake?
Papa Hogue, I was
Come on
told
in.
by Greg Braggs that your son was going to wear a Brewers hat to do the show the other day.
Oh, wow.
Let me add one more thing.
Unbelievable.
AL
About-
Central rival of the White Sox.
About
Cool
Game
move.
5, not only is it Milwaukee's worst nightmare, what's the one thing about that stadium? Cub fans travel to Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Cub fans are going to gobble up those tickets. If they don't already have them, secondary market, whatever. So it's like, sure, it's a Brewers home game for Game 5, but there is going to be a large Cubby crowd in that stadium on Game 5.
Do we have more Toyota Super Chats, Sarah, before we get to Pete Crow Armstrong in the clubhouse? Yeah, we got a few more. Jen Way says for $1.99 Toyota Super Chat. Rally Chat for the win. Your optimisms work.
Yes.
Rally Cake. Rags in the stands. There's our guy. He's off that giant horse at Old Crow Smokehouse. The Freddy chant was reminiscent of the Kershaw chants in Game 6 of the NLCS in 2016. Bravo. Wrigley
looked like they crushed tonight.
Yes,
like
it did.
Crushed. All-time performance by the Wrigley faithful tonight. Good job.
Noah says for $5 on the Toyota Super Chat, Boyd loves Chicago. He has so much heart coming out and getting a big out after that last outing. So glad we could make him an all-star. And Q saying for $2, make Milwaukee pay for letting the Cubs get hot.
Don't let the Cubs get hot.
Don't let the Cubs
Microburst
get hot.
Cubs.
All right. Another guy that redeemed and went through that adversity and was resilient is somebody that, man, people were talking about bench him. Bench him. You got to bench this guy. Bench Ian Happ. Why is he even in this? He can't get a hit. His swings are like helicopters. He's not hitting anything. And Ian Happ had the biggest hit of this game. And so this is Pete Crow Armstrong talking about the longest tenured Cub and what he means to this team.
I mean, me and JT looked at each other when they started chanting Freddie's name. That was a first for me, and the fact that Freddie can still go out there and put 4 plus 5 innings on the board is impressive because they were loud. They keep talking about it, but it's like having a 10th player out there. So.
With Ian, I guess he was once very early in his career, postseason, leaned on, the Rizzo's and stuff. Just any advice or whatnot, or things you've seen, the way he handles things that has helped you?
That's more like a full year perspective, I think, for me, just in terms of being able to watch him. I think right now I'm so focused on each pitch that when on the check swing yesterday and I'm all hot, he's one of the dudes to kind of bring me back down to earth. Him and JT specifically yesterday were very quick to make sure that I came back. And so, I mean, full year perspective and the last parts of 3 seasons, Ian's been huge. So, yeah, again, getting to do this for guys like him, super special.
Do you have any extra sense before the first inning bomb that he was going to go deep?
JT said he's going to go backside, so I bought into that, and he was wrong, which is such a shame. He's been taking such good swings recently. So I think it was just one of those only matter of time moments. Just really cool.
It was a really cool moment, and I think everybody had to feel good for Ian Happ, and there were a lot of people going, man, finally came through. And he can get hot, by the way.
Can.
And when Ian Happ
was hot
gets
in September. He had a great September.
He can hit them in bunches, too. Michael Thiel said here at the bottom, talking about fans at Wrigley deserve some kudos as well. Never negative and nervous. Always preemptively cheering. Love it. And Michael, we said this back, I think, before. It was the preview of the playoffs in that show, and we talked about how 2016 changed it. 2016, all the nervousness stuff was still there. But once they won the World Series, being nervous at a Cubs game was gone.
It felt different.
It feels different.
Different.
Don't get me wrong. We were still nervous here, but it's not that impending doom that you feel like's always going to happen. And I think 2016, that group changed that for a whole generation of Cubs fans.
Yeah, agreed. And I mean, we're coming up to 10 years of the Cubs winning the World Series. We have great memories of it, but it's coming up to 10 years. It's time for another one. It's time for another deep, deep, deep postseason run in October. And we are 1 win away from going back to the NLCS. I mean, that's crazy. Now I've also, not to get too ahead of myself here, because we have to win Game 5, but what's on the other side of a victory? Cade Horton next series? Am I wrong to say that the Cubs have?
Or like I said, I just keep waiting for the report from Bruce Levine that Savali has injured his toe getting off the toilet seat. and Kate Horton is ready to start Game 5. Spread the rumor in Milwaukee.
Well, maybe, but at the very least, Kate Horton is ready for the next round if we can get there. And Luke, we both heard that if the Cubs can move on, we get home field advantage in the NLCS against the Dodgers. Is that correct?
That's what I think. Yes. Papa Hogue says all Chicago fans are the best regardless of team. Thank you, Papa Hogue.
I agree, Papa Hogue. With our first interaction, I really like you, man. Come on to the chat anytime.
We met at a Bears tailgate.
Oh, wonderful.
He comes out to the Bears tailgate, has a good time.
No, I heard he's active in the Bears chat. It's great to see him here tonight.
Yes, I believe that is true. That
Which is crazy. That's awesome.
Would have home field against the Dodgers. Listen, this was just so much. This game was so much fun because I feel like you could do the redeem story, or you could do an hour on all of the heroes of the game.
Good.
There were so many, right? Like
that's what made this game. It wasn't just the score for me. There's a huge contrast in what happened in tonight's game that, frankly, I just haven't seen this whole playoff series. And the part that I'm willing to say that I'm wrong on is that I thought that this Chicago Cubs team that we saw tonight, I did honestly think that we'd see it a little bit earlier. And I said when we left the Padres series, that was a survivor series, and they survived it, right? But again, when you talk about elevating your level of play, meeting the moment, you've been waiting for this. You were a professional athlete. The Chicago Cubs did that tonight. And it isn't just, and here's the hard part, and maybe we look back and reflect upon this and we appreciate it even more, but even as a fan in the moment right now, in the present, you have to wrap your head around that this team is not built out of one superstar or one crazy ace pitcher. Maybe we get that crazy ace pitcher back and we get that cheat code back at some point. Who knows? Irrespective of that, this Cubs team is built as a group.
Yeah.
They are built as a village. It isn't one closer. It's three closers or three guys that you think can get you outs in that situation. It isn't necessarily, one hitter. Granted, Kyle Tucker went deep tonight. Hallelujah. Kyle King Tuck went deep tonight.
He needed that.
Thank God. But again, up and down the lineup, we talked about it. What was it going to take for us to turn it around and come home and win a couple of games? That chain reaction in the lineup. And Luke, you were on it from the jump. Once we saw them working counts in yesterday's game, we wanted to see them continue to do that. But once we saw that was the old Chicago Cubs offense coming back into play. What was the best part about it was that they continued it into today.
Yes.
And then, thank God, they actually scored runs after the first inning. Another hallelujah. And they tacked on a couple more. They could have tacked on a couple more. I mean, Luke, really quick.
When it was still sitting at 3-0, it was like, please don't let these opportunities.
But 3-0 would have held up.
I don't want to talk about 6 months of not scoring another run.
We left a lot on the plate today, right? We won the game today. Don't get me wrong. But, man, we left runners on base. We had opportunities left and right, and that's what it's going to take on Saturday. Keep giving yourself opportunities. You give yourself enough opportunities, you keep shooting the ball, one of them is eventually going to go in. That happened with the Cubs tonight. It was a group effort, and that's what this team is. That's what that team looks like, and honestly, that's what it's going to take to have this team keep moving forward.
And I have to correct one thing. The chat is correcting me here. The Dodgers had one more win than we did, apparently. So they will have home field advantage.
Well, you know what I say? Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
For sure. I just wanted to correct it because
now they're telling it. We
don't
heard.
Take
we
it
all
and run
heard
with it. I want to make sure we correct it. But
Sunday problems, guys. Sunday problems.
Yeah, I want to say that I'm not looking up to see if I'm right or wrong about that until Saturday night.
What we do know is that Game 5 is Saturday in Milwaukee at 6:30, and we are going to win that game. I'm
so
telling
who's
y'all.
starting the game, Luke?
That's the question. That's the question.
You got more PCA? All right, we'll get to that. That's a great question, but let's get to more PCA from the Cubs clubhouse.
Hit it up in the chat.
After 6-0 win.
Yeah. Facing elimination twice on back-to-back nights, and you guys stay in the moment, rise to the occasion.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's right where we want to be. Nowhere else to go, but we had our eyes set on Milwaukee as soon as those two games were done the other day. I just think everybody's everybody's head was in the right place in terms of what we wanted out of these next 3 ball games, and we got to Game 5, and now it's just our job to go close the door.
Do you buy into any of it that there might be more pressure on them going back home?
I don't buy into that stuff. I mean, that's for you guys to talk about and the people in the stands. Like I've said, this was the best team in baseball this year. So we know what we got to do, and it's just more baseball. So no, I don't personally buy into that. But I think there is a way to look at that productively from a clubhouse standpoint, for sure.
Pete Crow Armstrong, thanks to Mark Harmon for getting some sound for
Great
us.
job,
Jared Wilson is going to join us from Wrigley Field in just a few minutes. Braggs in the stand says, I'm going crazy, and pitching Ben Brown with Ray waiting in the wings.
I love it. I love it. So, Joey, you asked who's starting Game 5. I don't think there's any clear answer here. Fine, there was a clear answer
Tease
today.
it. We got to go to a break. Tease it. Send it to the other side.
Yeah.
Let the chat
right.
think about it. Who is Justin
Who would
Roman
you start?
starting in Game 5 on Saturday? Drop it in the chat. We're going to go to a break here on the CHGO Cubs podcast. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Jared Willis from the locker room, all that good stuff. But first, we got to take a break right here on the CHGO Cubs podcast.
We've got deals sweeter than candy this Halloween at Ray's Chevrolet in Fox Lake. Come in today to shop the No Tricks, Just Treats sales event and drive home with 0% financing. $0 down with no payments until 2026 and 0 hidden fees on select new Chevrolet models. Or check out their selection of over 125 vehicles they have priced under $20,000. With one of Chicagoland's largest Chevy inventories, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle for you. One of the top-selling Chevy dealers in the Midwest as well. They're able to keep their prices competitive, so you know you get a great deal. And with Ray's Price Promise, you can shop confidently because the price you see is the price you pay. Don't miss out on their special No Tricks, Just Treats sales event all month long. Shop Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or raychevrolet.com. Serving the community since 1963. Together, let's drive. Don't let buying a car be scary.
Oh, and so, hey, sports fans, Luke, man, you know that moment when you leave your sunglasses in the car? I just did it. Or maybe you leave them on the roof of your car or at a gas station. We've all been there before. Oh, psych, not anymore. That's when I found Shady Rays. And let me tell you, it totally changed the game for me. These sunglasses, they're made for real life. Seriously good looking, polarized, durable, and not stupidly expensive. Here is the wild part. If you lose them or break them, which I am prone to doing, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. So now I can actually wear these sunglasses without fear on hikes, at concerts, on the boat, during a post-game live watch-along. It doesn't matter. Wherever. Shady Rays is the eyewear that has your back, and we've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com. Use code CHGO for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try it for yourself. The Shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
Cubs win 6-0, and we're going to a Game 5.
Whew. Yes, we are.
CHGO Cubs post-game show podcast. We have Jared Willis getting ready to talk to us. He's going to call back in a couple of minutes. We've had Mark Carmen working the clubhouse, getting us those videos. So, Justin Roman.
All right.
Who are you starting in Game 5 Saturday night?
All right, here's my thinking right now. I am not pitching Shota Imanaga. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's Game 5. The season's on the line, and Shota has showed me nothing this series. You know, J-Mo, is he going to be available to pitch anything for you on Saturday? I don't love it. He's great, but he just pitched yesterday. I personally would go with Ben Brown. Ben Brown has owned the Brewers in Milwaukee, and the kid's got stuff. Now, listen, I say I would start him. That doesn't mean he goes 5-6 innings. I mean, that could be a 2-inning start, and you bullpen the rest of it. Or if he's mowing them down, he could go 4 or 5 innings. His arm is fresh. We don't have the best of options, but by process of elimination and recent success, I would go Ben Brown.
Not an easy decision, but again, harping back to my theme tonight, it's going to take a village to get 27 outs on Saturday. I see a lot of people saying this name in the chat. And I hear you on Ben Brown, because it falls in line with who I think I'm picking. I think I'm starting Colin Ray on Saturday. Here's why. One, the exposure rate is fairly minimal, right? He came in and pitched a couple innings. We've only seen him once in this series, so I can understand maybe the mentality of, hey, let's throw Drew Pomerantz out there as an opener just to get through Yelich and maybe Terang and see where we are after that. But Pomerantz has now pitched a couple times in this series, and he's pitched fantastic. You worry a little bit about the more that they see him, does his effectiveness go down just a little bit? I'm starting Colin Ray in this game, and I'm having Shota Imanaga ready to roll if necessary. I would like to see Ben Brown in this game, but I'm trying to conjure up a way where, let's say, Colin Ray can keep the ball on the ground, get you through a couple of innings. Let's say there's a situation where it could be possibly Shota Imanaga, or they can maybe move over and try and bring in the Thielbar or the Pomerantz for a left-handed hitter at some point. And then, Luke, I would like to spring on the Milwaukee Brewers the velocity of Ben Brown somewhere in the 4th or 5th inning and see if he can cover anywhere between 6 outs and maybe, Lord willing, 8 or 9 outs, right? But I want to try and do it as a changeup, and not as a changeup as in the pitch is slower, as in a changeup of bring in heavy velocity somewhere in the middle of the game to try and carry you as that bridge guy to try and set yourself up. And then, honestly, anyone who's on that team should be available today. If it is Jameson Taillon, absolutely. Brad Keller, absolutely. Whatever it is. That's where I'm leaning right now. But honestly, I don't have great confidence or conviction about how they go. You can kind of talk me into almost anything at this point, because I do think they're going to have to use a lot of pitchers in this game regardless.
Well, Craig, we pay $8 million a year.
This is, oh my God, yes.
No pressure, but you're the guy I want making the decision, not some stat sheet,
Right.
not the analytics group, not Jed Hoyer. I want Craig Counsell and Tommy Hotovy to sit down and make the decision.
One hell of a decision.
This is a big one.
Who do you pick?
Everybody's in the chat. We're all saying the same thing. Somebody's saying the Ass Man. No, the Ass Man's not
on the roster.
Not on the roster.
We wish
Javier
Frank,
Assad
but
can't
no.
pitch. Horton's not going to pitch. He's also not available. Don't let the pressure exceed the pleasure. Just do it. Whatever you think is right, Counsell, go with it. It's not it won't be even the biggest decision of the game. It won't. Because if it goes bad early, you're ready to use literally everybody on your roster, and you should be ready to do it at the blink of an eye.
Right. Yeah.
Short leash, I joke about it during the watch-along. That'll be the shortest leash of any game you've seen.
Get a guy up before a guy's even up.
That's right. Actually, I would.
100%.
Right.
Have someone ready. Whoever starts that game, have someone else ready after pitch 1 in that game.
Correct.
100%.
It's one of those guys. It's either Colin Ray, Ben Brown, or Drew Pomerantz. Those are the 3 guys I think you might see start that game. It's not going to be Taillon.
I agree, yeah.
It's not going to be Taillon. If we see Taillon again, it's going to be an emergency role at the end of the game.
Extra innings or something.
Yeah, or
Right.
or Taillon is, if God willing, your game 1 starter potentially.
No. Kate Horton is.
Or Kate Horton is. All right, let's go to Jared Willis. Live at beautiful historic Wrigley Field. He's ready to fire up a big stogie on the way home for the win. Jared, what was the convo like in the clubhouse? What's the one thing somebody said that really stuck with you in the Cubs clubhouse tonight? Hold on one second. We'll get back to Jared in a second. He's having some audio problems. Hold on. Jared is there. He's having some quick audio problem. All right, we'll get to it in a
Wrigley
second.
Field is so loud right now that we still can't hear Jared Willis.
Silenced.
Credit to the Wrigleyville faithful.
Silenced. Vince says, let's do it for Rhino. That's why I will wear the Rhino hat for every postseason game the Cubs play.
I keep getting texts.
By the way, I have my 23
There you
forever
go.
underneath there, close to the heart.
I have not changed this 23 jersey for quite some time for reasons that I will not divulge here, but I think everyone can figure it out. Just in the chat here, I've been getting texts from everyone tonight. Just felt like the word on the street is that the crowd in Wrigley tonight was a legendary crowd. Was a 10 out of 10.
As it should be. As it should be. And I would reckon that Saturday we'll have a lot of Cubby voices as well. I mean, I know it's a home game for Milwaukee, but Cub fans travel very, very well, especially up and down 94. So, it's going to feel like a home game, too. Score early, it'll really feel like a home game.
How many days rest does Shota have?
It'll be a full rest.
I can't do it. I cannot start Shota Imanaga on a game 5.
Why not?
He did not look good. He hasn't looked good all. To be honest,
he hasn't looked good since the hamstring, for sure.
We gave him a lot of credit for the Padres series. He didn't look great at his game there either. And the home runs are a problem, and I feel like he gets shook a little more easily. I can't start him. I mean, I'd be shocked if he started. I think he's on regular rest for Saturday, isn't he?
Yes. No, he'll be on full rest.
So we are having some technical difficulties with Jared, but he does want us to know that Shota told us in the locker room that he hasn't heard anything pertaining to Saturday.
He will not hear anything.
He hasn't heard anything.
He probably won't until
so.
They're not.
Until Friday.
They're not. I bet they don't figure that out until sometime tomorrow afternoon.
I'll just say, look, if you don't want Shota to start this game, that's fine. And there is a recent history as to why. I mean, Andrew Vaughn took him yard. I get the whole thing. I'm just saying that, if Shota Imanaga, I think, is going to be involved in this game on Saturday. And we need Shota Imanaga to stand up and show up the same way that Matthew Boyd just did. And I was disappointed, too. I mean, it was tough. And I guess we'll never really know, will we, if he was tipping his pitches or not, which has been a problem with Shota Imanaga in the past, where they were a little worried that when he's gotten a little sideways, is he tipping his pitches? Is he not? We'll see what happens. But, I mean, this is a guy who's thrown a lot of really, really quality innings for us. I get it that the home run bug has been a problem for him. But we've come up with a recipe, at least in the last 2 games. We've gotten the Milwaukee Brewers a little bit more on the ground ball side of things. It's what Shota Imanaga has to do. I'm fine with him not starting. I really am. But I'm just saying I anticipate seeing him possibly have a role in this game, even if it's for 2 outs, whatever that is. We need him. We need him in this game. We need Shota Imanaga in this game. This dude is a former All-Star. I just can't run away from it. And it's the same thing with Boyd. We just did this. You get an opportunity to bounce back.
I don't think they're going to start him.
I
don't think they are either. But I think we see him in the game.
Counsell has done that in the past, so I think it's a possibility. I've gone back and forth just during the game and before the game. I was thinking but then I was trying to push it out of my head. No, don't worry about it.
Right.
And I'm leaning towards what the chat is saying. Don't overthink this. Yes, Ben Brown has had 2 good starts at Milwaukee.
Two great starts.
Great starts, but he's also not pitched under this type of pressure.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, it looked good in the garbage time of game 1.
The safest choice is Ray for a couple innings.
Yes.
He's pitched well down the stretch. He's a starter. Stick it to the Brewers. Counsell knows him the best. That's why he's here.
Who the hell did the Brewers start? They just burned Ashby tonight.
Boy,
it ain't Quinn Priester.
The Miz?
It's the Miz. It's
right?
the Miz.
Which does not scare me at all because we've beat him. We've hit him pretty hard.
If you want the wild card, Game 5, not series.
Right.
If you want the craziest Game 5, it's the Miz versus Ben Brown.
Love it.
Love it. Literally, both teams could score 7 runs in the first inning.
I'm here,
or it could be 6 strikeouts.
I'm so here for it. That would be phenomenal.
If you want total chaos,
yes,
and the total unexpected, that would be Ben Brown against Miz.
Dave Walker Blade is totally correct. All the pressure is on Milwaukee. I cannot stress that enough, guys. This is their worst nightmare. All the pressure is on Milwaukee. Whoever they start, the Miz, fill in the blank, they are going to be nervous because now, remember when the Cubs hadn't won in 108 years? Every Cubs team had to deal with that. Milwaukee is known for choking in the playoffs. And here they were crushing the Cubs for 2 games. And now they're on the cusp of blowing it again. And don't tell me that gets in your head. I don't care how professional you are, that gets in your head. Especially a young guy like The Miz and some of the younger players, that gets in your head.
The Cubs are not going to announce their starter until they have to.
Oh, Saturday.
Because they don't want to give them any time to plan it out. Like, the Pomeranz thing isn't, I'm not against that either, just as the opener.
Lefties, yeah.
Man, he looked
good.
Great today.
Off day tomorrow, rest.
Yeah, he looked great today for 1 inning.
He did.
But the opener thing also scares me. I would never, let me do this. I would never go opener to Shota.
No.
All right, so here's the story, CHGO Cubs. Everybody in the chat, we got to go to overtime here right now. We're going on a fast channel. Stick around, everybody. This is all for fast channel purposes. This game definitely deserves us to go into a little bit of some overtime here. We still have to make our predictions. We still have so much to go through, so thank you for sticking around with us. How many people do we have in the chat right now? What's going on?
Got a little over 600.
A little over 600 people in the chat.
Yeah.
And we're coming.
Midnight.
Yeah. Late night, Luke.
Hey, that means Cubs and Brewers play tomorrow.
The Cubs and Brewers play tomorrow at
Game 5.
6:30 p.m.
That's right.
Tomorrow.
I think the bigger question is, what is Portillo's going to send us on a Game 5 elimination? Oh, man.
Yeah, do they mess with the order? Or do they stick with their...
I'm calling beefs.
Beefs?
Oh, classic beefs. 100%.
Beefs
so
and a lot of rally cake.
I'm hoping for some chopped salads.
We need some salads.
Yeah.
Please, some salads.
No,
chopped salad would be like a
beefs.
match
I
off
want the
3-run
beefs.
home run.
Beefs?
I want the beefs and the onion rings.
Yeah.
Would be my hope. And then, of course, the rally cakes, because let's face it, they've delivered.
And
they really delivered in this game.
Today, literally, like on cue, you had the rally cake, boom. I had the rally cake, boom. I mean, really, run back the tape, guys. It was instant. It was crazy.
I ate a buttload of Tums, and then boom. I felt a little bit better. I don't know what happened in the game.
I've talked about this being Milwaukee's worst nightmare enough, but how confident are the Cubs right now? You got to feel like they're feeling it, right?
The most important thing for this game is not which Cubs pitcher is chosen to start it. The most important thing for this game to start is the Cubs offense.
Yes.
Keep that rolling. The offense that you saw here tacking on at the end. Listen, I'm plenty happy if you can give me 3 more runs in the first inning or 5 runs in the first inning. If you can get an early lead on the Brewers in Milwaukee, that stadium will go silent.
Loud with the Cubs fans, but silent with the Brewer fans,
and
right?
then the Cubs fans will rise up and take it over.
Well, my only thing about that, and maybe this is like semantics and I'm splitting hairs a little bit, but when we talk about confidence, I hope it's not the confidence that is, well, we're just going to go win this game. We've got this series figured out. Like, when I hear confidence, I hope the confidence is at the level of, I am ready to go bare knuckle, back alley, 27 outs every single inning. I'm ready to meet every single challenge, every single obstacle. And the resilience that we're talking about throughout this series, again, the resilience is going to have to come in game with the Chicago Cubs. And I hope that confidence is ready to meet the moment of, I just feel like that I think we're in for 9 innings of just wild behavior. Yeah. I'm really curious to see. I mean, granted, I've been wrong, right? The Brewers have taken care of business and by and large beaten the brains out of the Cubs in their stadium. The Cubs have come home and by and large shut down, quieted down, and beaten out the brains of the Brewers. So what happens in this Game 5?
It's a wild card.
Is it one way or the other? Or is this finally going to be that back and forth, that crazy, like, they're up 3-2, all of a sudden we're up 4-3, all of a sudden we're tied 4-4, all of a sudden we're up 6-4. Is it that type of game? And that's the kind of confidence I want to see them walk into, is that whatever you throw at us, we are going to continue to fight. And if it isn't me, it's the next guy up. And if it isn't me throwing the ball, it's the next guy coming in. That's what it's going to take on Saturday. And I want to say I can't wait to see it, but man, can we just do it now?
No.
Do it right
tomorrow.
now? Yeah.
Tomorrow.
KM has a good question in the chat about our Die Hard program, by the way, which has a special deal of $36 right now for the whole year, saying, is that 12 months from signing up or per season? It's from signing up.
So from today, if you did it.
So if you did it today, it would be 12 months starting today.
You're in. Automatic.
1 year starting today.
I have
Again,
that
the
hat.
deal is
It's awesome.
$36 for the year. Right now, that's a really low special. It's normally $79.99. Or you can do it for $59 for 1 year, and then you would get one of the branded Bills lids, limited edition, while they last. You know what's awesome about this is
a lot of things, but yeah.
A lot of things. The
Yeah.
coming back part is, if we had to get to a Game 5, this is a great way to get there.
Absolutely.
I think even though the Brewers went on that historic run, and I give them all the credit for it, it was unbelievable.
28-4 at one point.
I still go back to spring training, and I still look at it, and I still think the Cubs are a more talented team.
I agree.
I really do.
Take away that historic
That doesn't
run.
mean they're going to win Game 5, but it's what makes this really fun is they have a chance to replace what happened in the regular season. You lost the division. They took it from you, to be honest with you. And you could do nothing about it because they were so hot. You have a chance to just erase it.
Yeah.
And be the team that moves on to the NLCS for the fourth time since 2015. Fourth time.
Oh, my
It's awesome.
God.
And Joey, you were talking about confidence, and I thought the confidence that I love was what PCA said in that clip we showed. They were down 0-2. All they kept talking about was, we're getting back to Milwaukee. Like, they knew it, you know? And I know probably everybody says that, but, like, there are guys like PCA that I believe just, they're confident by nature. And I feel like that was contagious in the clubhouse. They were down 0-2. Yeah, that wasn't ideal, but they knew they were getting back to Milwaukee. You know, I still stand by the fact that, like, the Cubs are a confident bunch with all the momentum in the world behind them right now, and the Milwaukee Brewers are up against the ropes, scared as hell right now.
Yeah, and Luke, like, really quick, just to your point, like, you got my wheels turning a little bit of, you know, you can't walk away from at this point as now we're kind of like ruminating and we're preparing for a Game 5. Is that I'm willing to admit, even as a Cubs fan, and I talk a lot of mess and I sports fan hate William Contreras, that the Milwaukee Brewers are certainly a worthy foe, completely a worthy opponent, right? And if you're the Chicago Cubs right now, there is something really valuable that they are in a position right now that you're talking about, that they built this huge division lead. And they were the talk of the NL Central, in a lot of ways the talk of the National League, because the Dodgers at this point, as talented as they are, weren't playing the best baseball. And there was times when the Chicago Cubs were. And out of nowhere, like in the middle of the night, the Milwaukee Brewers get hot. White hot. 28-4, right? Rip off a streak that honestly was on historical proportional levels. And next thing you know, the Chicago Cubs have their division snatched away from them. To the Chicago Cubs' credit, they were still able to rebound. Maybe not quite at the pace that the Milwaukee Brewers were at in August, which was at a historical pace, but they came back. They won 92 games. They secured the wild card. And to your point, now they have the opportunity to say that we are the true king of the NL Central, right? And this has been going back and forth for a while. Like, I hate to keep doing the boxing analogy, but this has been building. Honestly, this has been building for months now. This is like two guys kind of staring each other down across a bar, and now they finally get a chance once and for all at Game 5. I get it. Baseball is a funny game, so whoever wins this game may or may not necessarily be the best team. But for this battle, what they've gone through this season, we are about to find out who's on top of the NL Central. And the Milwaukee Brewers have been a worthy foe, but I'm riding with my Chicago Cubs because I agree with you. They're more talented, but also the leadership, the character, and just the depth of ability that this team has when they pull on the same rope. I don't know. It's going to be wild to watch.
I don't know who they have left, but I hope whoever they are, I hope they have enough left in them. That's what I'm hoping. By the way, if you're wondering who that was, somebody was saying, who was it? That's the guy from the Head & Shoulders commercial.
Yes.
That's Joey. That's him. He was in the
Yes.
Head & Shoulders commercial tonight on national television.
Cha-ching.
Get ready for your Just in Time and your Joey's Crystal Ball.
I am.
Let's go.
I do want to point out that we will have a live watch-along for Game 5 once again right here. Live it with us right here at 6:30 on Saturday night, and then we will have the post-game show as well. We're here. It's free. You're just here. You're just watching it with us. Why not have a good time? We've been doing it, and you're having a good time, too. We see it's still almost 600 people in here,
Crazy.
and we're early in the morning.
Rock and roll.
All right. We're going to skip the 3 stars because we've talked about all the stars of this game.
Right.
But I do want to get to just in time. Justin's in time.
Romans
just in time. Sorry.
Take it away, Larry.
I came up with this segment, but it's too late.
It's late.
Romans just in
All right.
time.
Here's my
Sorry.
Romans.
Here we go.
Here's my Romans just in time. If you're on Twitter, you've seen a lot of hate for this man. If you listen to Sports Talk Radio, you've heard a lot of callers wanting this man benched. The vibes were not good. The eye test was very ugly. All postseason long for Ian Happ. But just in time, when the pressure was at its highest, he saved the season with a 3-run bomb in the first inning, got Wrigley Field rocking, set the tone from the jump, and I couldn't be happier for him. Ian Happ is the longest tenured Cub, a good dude. I know him decently well, a good dude, and I couldn't be happier for him because, listen, I promise you there's nobody that wants to do better than him himself. Ian Happ wants to do great. For him to have that moment at this crucial of a ball game, I couldn't have been happier for him, and I'm sure he could just take a big sigh of relief. And mind you, he had a few balls out to the warning track today. He had a few good swings, not just that one, but that one, I think, saved the season.
I love it. I think you're right. He could have hit 2 or 3 home runs for sure.
Yeah.
Just a slight wind blowing out. That's a 3-homer game. All right, it is time for Joey to look into his crystal ball.
Oh, here we go.
Just in
Okay.
time for Halloween soon enough.
All right, what am I seeing in here? What am I? Look, Cubs fans, I'll be honest with you. I can't predict the future, all right? I can't see what's ahead of us. All I know right now is we can control what we can control. And that's right, we're going up to Milwaukee on Saturday to play this Game 5. A Game 5 that, look, it's been a 12-round, knockout, drag-out fight. One more shout-out to the boxing metaphor. All I'm asking for you, Cubs fan, is, again, get your rest, hydrate, fuel up, get that rally cake, order that Portillo's beef, do what you got to do, because I'm telling you, we got 27 outs to get in Milwaukee, okay? And I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy, all right? And as a Cubs fan, I get it. Sometimes things look a little bleak. Things looked bleak in Game 1 and Game 2. But guess what happened in Game 3 and Game 4? The Chicago Cubs came back. Now try and shrink that down into one game. And we're going to go inning by inning on this baby, okay? So if the Cubs get down early, don't freak out. Don't start getting negative. Don't say the game is over. Don't start saying the season over. Don't start DFAing people left and right, okay? Hang in there. I promise you, okay? Saturday, Joey's crystal ball, this one is going to be a wild one. It's going to be one for the books, okay? I think the Chicago Cubs are going to win, okay? I predicted the Chicago Cubs in 5 before the series. But I'm just saying, hold on to what you got, okay? Call your friends, call your neighbors, tell a neighbor, tell a stranger, do what you got to do. And also, come hang out with us in the chat, okay? If you're starting to feel nervous, if you're starting to get a little agita, come hop in the watch-along chat and at least do it with a bunch of other people that are feeling the exact same thing as you, okay? Joey's crystal ball is 27 outs to go, miraculous, shock the world type of stuff. I predicted they're going to the Final Four. I predicted Cubs winning in 5. I'm sticking with that prediction right now. I'm just saying, for your sake and my sake, let's all stick together as Cubs fans, and we're going to do it. And I'll talk to you after the postgame on Saturday.
Joey's crystal ball. I thought about going a couple ways with tonight's Stuck With Me. I thought about going sentimental.
Yeah.
Again, win it for Rhino.
Always.
Win
This
it
whole
for
season.
Sister Jean. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Then I thought to myself, no, this is about the R words. Redemption, resilience, and for Greg Bragg's, revenge for what you did to us on that escalator. I thought, no, that's petty. That's petty, Luke.
No, it's not petty. It's good.
I thought what this is really about is rinsing away the past. The rains that washed away 108 years of tears in 2016. The rains that washed away that Game 1 loss to the Brewers in August led to 3 straight Cubs wins. And the rains that came down in Wrigleyville.
Yes.
At Old Crow Smokehouse.
There we go.
They're going to lead to 3 more Cub wins.
Tell me now.
Because we're coming for you, Milwaukee.
Don't stop.
And it will be redemption.
Rally cake.
It will be resilience. And it will be revenge.
Yes, let's go. Preach. Preach.
All right, thanks everybody for joining.
Did you black out there for a second? No, you're back.
I got a little tired.
This is Milwaukee's worst nightmare.
Oh, another R, rally cakes. Thank you, Braggs.
Yes.
Thank you, Braggs.
Shout
Another
out
rally
Portillo's.
cake. Thank you, Portillo's, for the
Can't spell Portillo's without
spicy
an R,
hot
too, as
chicken
well.
sandwiches, the French
Luke
fries.
Poetry, agree.
Yeah, that was touching. That was very touching.
All right, see you all on Saturday.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
Same
We're all
place?
going to be here. 6:30. Hope you all join us. We went overtime for you.
Is that the official time? Is 6:30?
I
Yeah.
believe
For the game?
6:30
Okay,
is the
yeah.
That's what I
time.
saw. And for the record, in case you guys don't know, we're wearing the same outfits we wore yesterday because we won.
Yesterday.
I think we need to wear them again on Saturday.
I'm not washing.
No.
You can't.
Joey?
Guys, we've talked about my Greek sweatiness.
No, come on, dude.
Yo, I haven't washed. Dude, yeah, guys, I haven't washed
I'm
this
congested.
whole time.
Don't worry
I
about
got Febreze. I'll just spray you.
This
I
is
just
the same
said-
outfit I've been wearing.
That's right,
for
Ronnie.
2 weeks
Rain on
now.
me. I just said we're rinsing away the past, but we're not washing away
No.
these clothes.
No, no, no,
Not-
no,
We're
no.
not washing away the winning.
No. Or the
Playoffs stink.
You know what
It's
it
a new
is?
trend.
Rinse and repeat
Yes.
on Saturday.
We're coming, Milwaukee.
Until then, thanks for watching.
Coming.
Fly the W.
Rhino.
Fly the W.
We all silly like the mayor.